What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody is doing well. Today is another day. It's another opportunity for us to give God glory and to do the right thing and to make the right choices and to be all that God has called us to be and to do right by others. As we continue on our journey with visions, I want to pick up from where we left off with praying and planning and move right into talking about positioning and the people involved. Positioning and the people involved. We always got to make sure that we're ready and in position when God tells us to move. We sometimes can become distracted. Sometimes when we're in class, people can be talking, or people around us right now, since we're in virtual, our parents could be sitting next to us or something, and we can become distracted into what God has called us to do. Not necessarily it's our parents' fault, but just saying that, in life we can become distracted. And it's in those moments that we got to get back, focused and realize that God is calling us to do something and to do the right things and to make sure that we continue down the right path for our vision, okay? And so we have to always make sure we're ready. And in order to make sure we're ready, we gotta get ready. They always say that, if you're ready, you'll never have to get ready. So let's get ready now, in the moment in which we're waiting, in the moment in which we're praying and planning. Make sure you're getting in position and you're ready to go. You ever raced? They always say, runners on your mark, get ready, get set, go. And so you want to get ready and get set. So when God says go, you can go. The next thing I want to talk about is I want to encourage you to pay attention to the people you come across. Pay attention to your parents. Pay attention to your teachers. Pay attention to your friends, co-workers, all the people that you'll come across in life. Make sure you pay attention, because you know what? You don't just cross paths for no reason. God has a way of making our path cross with others in order to either gain or even lose. I said that. Gain or even lose people in our lives in order to make sure His vision comes into play. And see, with His vision, we may not understand all the time why we gain friends or why we even lose friends, but we must always trust God and rely and remain faithful and obedient to God. One example I'll give you, and then I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, but Jesus was the same way. Jesus came into people's lives and they would kind of set themselves in position to get ready to go. In other words, they may not have understood why this man came into their life and why did he tell Peter to fish on the other side. Peter might not have understood, but when he did it, he came up with more fish than he had ever caught before. And Matthew may have understood of why, he came across this man and, had this discussion, and then he tells him to follow him, and for whatever reason, he drops everything and he follows him. He may not have understood at the moment, but as he continued to be in position and to make sure he was ready to move when God told him to move, somehow he realized it was the right thing to do. And that's how it is. God comes into our lives and He sends people into our lives, and we may be able to mend with them and gain a relationship with them for a while or even for a short period of time. But if you just do what God has called you to do, meaning you're always in position, then guess what? The vision has to come into play. So let's think about that. Pay attention to your friends this week. Pay attention to, all these different things. And don't take anybody for granted. Don't take your teachers. Don't take your parents. Don't take your grandparents, your family members, your friends. Don't take any of that for granted. And always remember, God loves you, and so do I. God bless.